Well, hello my lovelies. Dreamtime Events Croatia have discovered something that is 400 years old. This is a property that has been around for 400 years. Today, the owner and a person who has came in line, last person in line is a priest. And here he has a little chapel which I will take you in. And this belonged to his great-grandfather, and today it's a tourist attraction, and it's called Jurlinovi Dvori. People actually lived in this part of the world. So when we lived in this part of the world, this was this part of their home and recreation. You can see the tiles on the roof, they are slates, and these are slates made out of stone. They cut the stone very thin, and they're over 10 tons, so it's quite heavy. It needed to be protected. The homes needed to be protected from the mountain at the top. You can see they have the harsh winds called bura. They collected the rainwater, and from the rainwater they call this chatna, which is a well. And you've got the bucket, you throw the bucket inside the well and you collect the water. And the women would actually wash the clothes here. The children would be playing in this area. And when it's a very hot day, the women would sit on this little fence here, and they would be knitting, sewing, doing all the women's recreation and talking. So they had a kitchen in here. I'm not sure if the light's going to be very good, but it's very interesting. And this is where they used to gather around, and this is the comin, and that's where they used to light the fire and cook their meals, and this is where all the food was being prepared. Unbelievable. I mean, going back in time, so this is something very interesting. Also, before we go inside the chapel, this is the stone. It's been here for about 300 years. They used to gather around here and have their meals outside. This wine, the grapes are here, been here for about 180 years, as I was told. Can you just imagine how people used to live? There wasn't electricity or anything else, but they lived, they survived. In here, I'm taking you inside the chapel. And in this chapel, the priest has the mass here every Sunday at 11 o'clock. So if you want something that is very special, very holy, this is the place to come and see. I'll take you to a room where the priest was actually born. Wow, have a look at this. As you can see, it wasn't very elaborate, but what they have was all handmade. As you said, this is the photo of his mother and his father. As a child is being born, this is where the child would be staying in a cradle. This was used to hold the clothes, a little bit of clothes that they had. So they would put all the clothes inside here. Very unusual. As you can see up the top, you know, when it rained and it's cold, there wasn't any heating. How they survived, I really don't know. This is an instrument called diple, and a bit like the bagpipes that we have in Scotland, but this is the Croatian type, and a drum. So the drum was used for the dancing. And here we have the gusle. As you can see, there's usually one strand here, and they would tell a story. A history was being brought down from generation to generation. My lovelies, we are here looking at the rural tourism, and what can we say? Have a look, enjoy. I hope you really enjoy all the videos that I'm sending to you. Hope they are educational. Come to Croatia, visit us, and have an experience, and it's all about the experience. It's end of November, my lovelies, it's cold, and I will say goodbye.